get to see the green blinking lights all night. You get to see the green blinking lights all night. I guess green is good. Green for money, green means good. I love it. There you are. All right, I think it's showtime.
I think so.
This is the night where our stars
Here's the Samson defensive end that was here a couple of years ago. Big guy.
You got it.
Nope. Well, I will just speak loud enough for you guys to hear me. I'm Robin Fambro. I want to welcome you guys here tonight. We're so excited to have everyone here. This is our 38th Star of Stars High School Sports Awards ceremony. It's really grown through the years. We're extremely proud of it. And this is something that we really consider to be an honor to do each and every year for the high school athletes of Baton Rouge. This is our chance to give a little something back for all of you who gave so much to us. Stories and highlights over the last year. And what would be a show without having a master of ceremony? And we have a great one tonight. I'd like to introduce our MC, Michael D. Smith. And he may be a familiar face to some of you if you attend LSU gymnastics. He just finished his 30th year as the voice of the national champion LSU gymnastics team. But he's also done work for the New Orleans Saints, the Southeastern Conference, and the NCAA. Michael is a nominee for the Bob Shepard National Sports Announcer of the Year Award. And as if he doesn't have enough to do with all of that, his day job is that he is the founder of his own strategic communications firm, MDSA. It handles public affairs and other matters across the Western Hemisphere. And we're so happy to have Michael with us again tonight. This is his 6th year as our MC. And without further ado, Michael, let's get the show on the road.
Thank you.
I'm going to come around this way.
Thank you so much.
Hey.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, she's one of the best there is that ever put pen to paper or fingers on a keyboard, and that's Robin Fambro. How lucky are we that she is spent her career telling the stories of student athletes at the high school level here in the greater Baton Rouge area. And anything that she puts her mind to gets done and gets done at the highest possible level, this event notwithstanding. Thank you very much once again. We're going to get this to work. I just know it. I just know it. It wouldn't be a great program without a couple of glitches right off the bat.
You want to try mine?
Switch with you.
Yeah.
That's what you call, is that teamwork? I don't know. Is that teamwork? Can you guys hear me? If I speak up a little louder? We'll give it a try. Well, we are indeed absolutely honored to be here tonight, glitches notwithstanding, to get us started. And thank you so much for braving the weather. I understand that throughout East Baton Rouge Parish, things were pretty hairy this afternoon. But we're glad those of you that could make it did make it. We are in for a magnificent evening tonight. The stars really are out. And we're delighted to have you all. Over the next couple of hours, we're going to honor you. We're going to tell your stories. And we're going to send messages across the social atmosphere as well. If you haven't had an opportunity to do so, the Advocate has a social wall, and it's available to you. Make sure you hit the hashtag Advocate Stars tonight, and you'll see your tweets show up on the social wall. You know, if I could just take a quick moment of personal privilege, one of the things that is such an honor for me to come here and be in your midst as student athletes, but I would be remiss if I didn't recognize that behind every student athlete, there's a coach. And in my lifetime, with 4 children of my own, we have had plenty of coaches, and there are several coaches in the room tonight that have coached my own children. And I can tell you that without exception, that the coaches of this area are excellent. The coaches of this area care. And the coaches of this community where we live absolutely want the best for their student athletes. And if I could just get a quick round of applause to recognize all of the coaches that are with us here tonight. And as I mentioned, there are several coaches in the room that have coached my own children, but there is one in particular in the room tonight that coached me and made an absolutely profound difference in my life. And if you would just allow me just a moment to recognize him very briefly before we get started. He is a member of the Louisiana Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame, has over 1,000 wins to his credit, nearly 40 years in coaching, multiple state titles. And he is a part of a duo, he and his wife, that made such an impactful difference to me when I was coming up through Woodlawn High School in the middle 1980s. And I was proud to be part of his first 4-year graduating team at Woodlawn High School. And it's a great honor to recognize a true giant in the coaching world, both here in Baton Rouge, in the state of Louisiana, and nationally. And that's my good friend and mentor, Kenny Almond. It's here tonight. Coach Almond, thank you. Coach Almond taught me how to play defense, although I didn't do it very well. But his wife taught me how to type, and that's something that has been a lifelong cherished thing, I can tell you. Who knew that typing was going to be so important as it is today? So thank you for indulging me on that for just a moment. I didn't get a chance to say hello to Coach on the way in, but I will fix that before we leave here tonight. You know, one thing that I really love about this particular event, the Advocate Star of Stars Sports Awards here in Baton Rouge, is the broad spectrum of awards that we're going to give tonight, Robin. The athletes that we are recognized are right at the top of their game, and so are the coaches, as we mentioned. They've provided an incredible number of highlights for us each and every season that we've seen so far in 2023 and 2024. We're super excited that all of you could be with us tonight to be honored. You know, tonight we will also honor the Special Olympics Athletes of the Year. These are 2 awards that we added just a few years ago in addition to the Special Olympics Athlete of the Year, and those are the Spirit and the Courage Awards. We're going to honor winners for those tonight as well. And before we introduce our guest speaker, I'd like to start by thanking all of the generous sponsors, because an event of this scale and an event of this magnitude could not be possible without the support of all the folks on the video wall here. If you'd please join me in a round of applause for our sponsors tonight. We are indeed honored to have, as we do each and every year, a very special guest to come to the stage to take a photograph with you that you'll cherish for a lifetime, student athletes. And he will spend the better part of the next hour here in front of our Step and Repeat and he will take a photograph with you tonight, and then later we're going to hear Robin speak with him. And we're honored to have with us tonight the legendary former LSU baseball coach Paul Mainieri as our guest speaker. Coach Mainieri spent 15 seasons as LSU's head coach. He led the Tigers to the 2009 College World Series championship, and in 11 of 14 seasons, he coached LSU to at least one team title, and his Tigers captured 31 championships in all 39 seasons as a head coach at 4 different colleges. He compiled a record, get this, 1,505 wins, only 700 losses or so, about 8 ties, an amazing record, an amazing accomplishment, and an amazing human being, and we're delighted that he is with us tonight. Coach Mainieri, welcome to the stage. Once again, I just want to make note, and I saw a couple of the social media posts going up. I was able to take some pictures out in the hall with some of you, and I appreciate those shout outs tonight. And feel free to continue to post as the evening moves on throughout tonight. Here is your hashtag, sponsored by Cox Advocate Stars, hashtag Advocate Stars. Now, let's get to the order of business tonight. Let's begin with our fall sports. Our first winner tonight is a senior who rewrote the record books at his high school during his 4-year career. This UL signee led his team to a 12-2 record that included a 55-31 victory over Acadiana in the LHSAA's Division I Select Title game. He completed 213 of 338 passes for 2,974 yards and 39 touchdowns. He was voted the All-Metro and the LSWA Class 5A Offensive MVP. To start us off tonight, the star of stars for football is Daniel Beal of Catholic High.
Stage to Coach Mainieri to get the picture made.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So he gets an A+. Called your name, you came up the stage, you got your award from Robin here at the foot of the stage, you came across, you took a picture with the coach, and you went back to your seat. Let's rinse and repeat about 300 times, shall we? All right, let's go. Next is volleyball. Our winner is another senior who is a multi-year starter. She set the tone, and her team established itself as Baton Rouge's top team in Division I and Division II. She finished with 327 kills and 117 blocks while leading her team to the Division I semifinals. She was voted the All-Metro MVP for Division I and Division II. Please welcome the star of stars for volleyball, Dutchtown's Kendall Davis. Congratulations. Coach, I won't say anything about a volleyball player being taller than you, but it is what it is. Cross country is one of Baton Rouge's consistently strong fall sports. The girls runner that we honored tonight helped her team win an LHSAA title. It was the school's 8th in a row in Division I up in Natchitoches. She is a junior who was one of the state's most consistent competitors all season long. She won the Metro title meet, recorded multiple 3-mile times below 18 minutes. Her best time was 17 minutes, 22.1 seconds. The star of stars for girls cross country, Michelle Daigle, St. Joseph's Academy. Our boys winner battled back from injuries to establish himself as one of Louisiana's top runners as a junior. He ran a season-best time 3 miles in 14 minutes, 52 seconds at the Catholic High Invitational and led his team to a third straight title by placing first in the Division III race in Natchitoches with a 15-minute, 25-second time, which was one of the 10 best across all divisions. Let's greet the star of stars for boys cross country from Parkview Baptist School, Aiden Monastir. It's always one in the bunch. No, seriously, we love that. Our final fall sport is swimming. Setting records and being honored at this event are nothing new for our girls winner. The junior is a Houston commitment who ended the fall with more personal bests and was voted the outstanding swimmer at the LHSAA's Division III meet while helping her team place second. Her personal bests included times of 54.90 in the 100-yard backstroke, 51.73 in the 100 free. She was voted the outstanding swimmer on the All-Metro team selected by local coaches. Our star of stars for girls swimming for the third straight year, Riley Semino of Episcopal. Our boys honoree is a senior and a University of Colorado Mesa signee who helped lead his team to win its second Division I title in 4 years and the school's 9th overall. He was voted the All-Metro Outstanding Swimmer by area coaches, and he recorded personal bests of 1 minute 42.23 seconds in the 200 free and 50.66 seconds in the 100 backstroke. Please welcome the star of stars for boys swimming, Alex Cooper, Catholic High. A very eager Alex Cooper of Catholic High. Hey, it's all right. Got to touch that wall first, right? Congratulations. Wrestling is the first winter sport to complete its LHSAA season right after Christmas. The competitor that we honor tonight is a sophomore who excelled at every challenge. He had a 41-6 record while competing in the 132-pound weight class. He won a Metro tournament title before going on to become Baton Rouge's only individual champion in the LHSAA's Division I state tournament in Bossier City. He was voted the outstanding wrestler on the All-Metro squad by local coaches. The star of stars for wrestling, Christian Scott of Catholic High. Outstanding. You know, I would mention that next year, and we can celebrate, next year girls wrestling is a sanctioned LHSAA sport, and we will add one more to the list of athletes that we honor next year. Right next to gymnastics, as you heard at the top, there's one other sport that's near and dear to my heart, and that's soccer. And I'm pleased to turn the page to that great sport and recognize our two winners that reflect an amazing level of excellence. The girls' soccer player that we honored made quite a splash in 2 years of high school competition. She is a TCU signee who led her team to back-to-back Division IV runner-up finishes by compiling these impressive numbers: 52 goals scored and 45 assists. To lead an offense for a team that finished 22-1-1 on the season, and she was voted the small school's All-Metro MVP and the LHSSCA Division IV Offensive MVP. The star of stars for girls soccer, Episcopal's Sarah Bonacaz. Sarah was not able to be with us tonight, but we welcome her coach, Lynn Bradley, who will accept on her behalf. Thank you, Coach. Congratulations. Our boys winner led his team to a second consecutive LHSAA Division IV title. He led the team with 28 goals and 14 assists and also was voted the title contest MVP after the Knights defeated Episcopal School of Acadiana 3-1. He too was voted the All-Metro MVP and the LHSSCA's Division IV Offensive MVP. He is a North Central College signee. Lane Mendoza of Episcopal is the star of stars for boys soccer.
Obviously, it's not me.
Yes, obviously it's not you. I'll get to that, Coach. So he could not attend tonight's event, so his coach, Kieran Bullock, is accepting on his behalf. Thank you, Coach. Another year brought more success for Baton Rouge's basketball teams. Our girls' winner is a Southern Mississippi signee who overcame 2 injury-plagued seasons to end her career with a breakout season. She led her team to the District 4 5A title and a berth in the Division I Select semifinals with averages of 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 steals per game. She was the All-Metro MVP and an LSWA All-State choice. The star of stars for girls basketball is Liberty's Whitney Hart. There you go. We're getting into it. That's good. That's good. I love it. The boys player we honored tonight led his team to the school's first boys basketball title in Division I Select. He is a recent McNeese signee who averaged 16.3 points, 6.6 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 2.3 steals. He was voted the District 4 5A MVP, was the All-Metro MVP, and earned all-state honors from the LSWA. Welcome the star of stars for boys basketball, Howard Gaskins Jr. of Liberty. Congratulations. Powerlifting is the LHSAA's final winter sport. And our girls winner is a record-setting senior who helped the LHSAA's most successful girls program, Lutcher, claim an unprecedented 7th title, this time in Division II. She set a composite record for all divisions with a squat lift. Doggone it, this was at the best part, too. Hang on, guys. We're going to get this right because you have to hear what I'm about to say. Sorry about that. Start over because you didn't hear anything. You bet. From the very beginning? Or how about this? Powerlifting is the LHSAA's final winter sport. And our girls winner is a record-setting senior who helped the LHSAA's most successful girls program, Lutcher, claim an unprecedented 17th consecutive championship, this time in Division II. She set a composite record for all divisions with a squat lift of 601.5 pounds. I'm not done. Her 1,300-pound 3-lift total included a deadlift of 450 pounds, Coach. Please welcome the star of stars for girls powerlifting, Deja Love of Lutcher. Congratulations. The boys lifter is a senior who helped his team win the first LHSAA title in Division I, which is the highest competitive class. He finished the LHSAA meet at the Cajun Dome with the largest 3-lift total for any Division I competitor, 1,670 pounds. His LHSAA meet total included a squat of 665 pounds and a 670-pound deadlift. He's not just the star of stars, he's lifting the stars. Our star of stars for boys powerlifting, Xavier Smith, Dutchtown. Coach, I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever, I don't know that I've lifted a total of 1,600 pounds in my life. But that's an amazing accomplishment for the two of you. Congratulations. Before we move on to our next batch of awards, we have a few brief messages from our sponsors.
When connection is needed most, Cox is there to help. When families depend on affordable internet, we support them. When students need the tools to succeed, we empower them. And when veterans need a company who serves them, they can count on Cox. Whenever and wherever it matters most, we'll be there.
Hi, I'm Mike Race, and I'm so excited to be here with you this evening to present our Special Olympics Athlete of the Year Awards. These awards recognize two of the best athletes in the area who have demonstrated courage and excelled in their sports while sharing joy with their families and their schools and other athletes. These Special Olympians get to participate in local programs and show off their hard work. They can then advance to state and even national games. Congratulations to both of tonight's honorees. Your achievements and your sportsmanship make you a deserving winner.
And thank you so very much to our sponsors tonight. You know, ladies and gentlemen, courage reveals itself in many ways. Stories about a person who has fought to overcome a critical illness, a serious injury, handicap, or hardship are always compelling to us. Before we meet our winner, we would like to bring up our Courage Award sponsor with the Louisiana National Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant First Class David Thompson.
To the advocate, coaching staff, honorees, and families, good evening. I'd like to thank you all for providing us with the opportunity to speak to you on behalf of the Louisiana Army National Guard. I have served in many capacities within the Guard, but my most fulfilling role has always been that of a leader. The Army defines leadership as the act of influencing people by providing purpose, direction, and motivation to accomplish the mission and better the organization. Being a leader isn't easy, and you all haven't traveled an easy road to this point. So again, I'd like to state what an honor it is to be able to celebrate your successes through all that you have triumphed. From COVID to natural disasters, you all have been able to persevere, continuing on to victory over adversity. Leadership is a road traveled that many do not have the discipline to navigate. As you make this journey, I'd like to leave you with two things. Number one, leadership is not based on your following. Oftentimes, the allure of being a leader is based on who's following you. Your leadership is 100% based on your ability to commit to the hard right instead of the easy wrong. Number two, leadership is not indissoluble. In order for leaders to arise, there are key elements that must be present: a leader, the led, and a situation. You'll either be the leader or led in any given situation. Your understanding of your role will play a great deal into how successful you'll be. To close, I'll leave you with a quote from General Colin Powell. "The most important thing I learned is that soldiers watch what their leaders do. You can give them classes and lecture them forever, but it is your personal example they will follow. Be the example and be the leader that you needed in those hard times. Thank you, and once again, good evening.
Thank you very much, Sergeant First Class Thompson. We appreciate those kind remarks. Before we invite our recipient up to receive his award, please turn your attention to the video board next to me and a quick video about our Courage Award recipient.
Coaching's been my life, you know, and I got into it to help young men and women, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I don't think I've ever worked a day in my life.
Johnny's one of those guys that is an old school football coach, kind of with some new school mentality with him. What I mean by that is he's going to coach his players really, really hard, but he's going to love them up just as hard as well. And that's something that, you know, coaches can learn from that. You know, just watching the relationship that he's formed with kids over the years, the way he deals with them, the way they feel about him is something awfully special to witness.
Well, I was on the player side, you know, when he was coaching. And the things that you knew about him, that whole staff, they were honest. They were brutally honest. They coached you hard. They told you what you did good, and they coached you and told you what you did wrong. And so, which I kind of adopted in my coaching ways, you know. So, hey, be honest with them, don't lie to them, tell them what they got to improve in, compliment on what they did right, and that's what Johnny did.
Well, you know, he's obviously been a coach my entire life, and I spent a lot of time around him at the facility while he was coaching. You know, and he's always been a big supporter of mine, you know, as I was growing up as a player and also into coaching. I was fortunate enough to start my coaching career and coach with him for 5 out of the first 7 years, and really learned a lot and able to transition from a player to a coach, and that was pretty special.
I think he's looking forward to being more with his family. His 2 sons are his pride. We're all proud of both of them. Slade's doing a great job at LSU, which really closes the circle of life. You know, things go around, come around, but this is a great ending. We're getting to the point in years where we can see the end of the 4th quarter, and we want to see our ex-players and offspring do well, and I think that's a very comforting fact for him.
Hey, Dad, excited for you. Glad you had a great career. I know there was a bunch of high moments, and look forward to you coming and watching a bunch of games in Tiger Stadium.
The winner of our Courage Award for 2023-24 did all of those things and a lot more during his 48-year career that comes to a close this month. On top of all, he is a stage 4 cancer survivor. Please welcome our Courage Award winner, Johnny Nagel of Zachary.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. What an honor. What is school spirit? Well, you know, you ask 10 people and you'll get 10 different answers for sure. This year's winner probably created a few new ones during his long career at an Ascension Parish high school. This video will explain it all.
I mean, there's one thing that you could say about this man that is solid as can be. You know, he was big into the Catholic Church, and there's a Catholic church right there in Santa Monica. He was big in the community. You know, you do have a post office in Santa Monica. And he was huge into the high school. And so he got involved in keeping the clock at games, keeping the scoring tablet for the basketball games and stuff like this.
One of my favorite memories is right after we won my first championship was my sophomore year. We went in to get our ring size, and I walked into the office, and Clark's sitting there with all of his rings on his fingers and just like showing off that he has all the rings.
He was our bus driver, our field liner, our scoreboard person. But to me, he was a friend. And he was that guy. I'd go out to practice, and he's there waiting on me. And before a game, when we had a game that day, he'd start lining the field at 11 a.m. And he would take breaks. And within that time, you start having conversations with Clark, and you getting to know him, and people would see Clark as he could be a little mean to you sometimes because he wants things done his way. But to me, Clark was a friend. He was hilarious to me. Once I got to know him, I messed with him all the time.
So throughout my high school career, we had a lot of ups and downs, and especially my senior year, we didn't have the brightest year, but we ended up coming up on top, and I think we did it for Clark.
Clark, this year was for you. This championship is for you. And congratulations on this award. We miss you.
The winner of the Spirit Award is the late Clark Lambert of Santa Ma. And accepting the award tonight is Clark's brother, Dean Lambert. Congratulations once again. I absolutely love that video, Coach, and there's one thing that I noticed about Clark, and that is he's got more rings than you and me put together. Quite a gentleman, for sure. Now, on to our Spring Sports Awards, which begin with bowling. Our girls' bowling winner established herself as one of Louisiana's top bowlers. She is a junior who led her team to its second straight LHSAA title last month. She also had the state's best girls regular average of 217 pins per game. Just as impressive was her 23-1 record in individual matches during the season. The Star of Stars for girls bowling, Dutchtown's Sydney Lee. The boy we honor tonight, congratulations once again to you. The boy we honor tonight is a senior and a Kansas Wesleyan signee who was the Baton Rouge District's MVP. He finished the winter early spring season with an average of 215 pins per game. His top single game was a 290, and it also posted a high school series of 705. Let's welcome the Star of Stars for boys bowling, John Cater, Woodlawn. Man. Coach Allman, we never had jackets like that at Woodlawn. What happened? That is one sharp-dressed man right there. Congratulations, John. Yes, indeed. Now, we move to gymnastics. Winning your last competition is something athletes dream about. Our girls gymnast did just that. She's a veteran competitor who will not pursue gymnastics after high school, but she was the level 8 all-around champion at the LHSAA state meet with an all-around score of 37.345. That led her team to a runner-up finish, and she had no event score lower than a 9.345. The Star of Stars and a perfect 10 on this night in girls gymnastics, Isabel McDermott, St. Joseph's Academy. Congratulations. The boys gymnast we honor was the top local area competitor at the LHSAA state meet. He won the level 4 all-around competition with the top all-around score of 60.2. He recorded the top mark on all 6 apparatuses, including the floor exercise where he scored a 10-3. The star of stars for boys gymnastics, Lucas Miller, Dutchtown. I don't believe he could be with us tonight, but we'll make sure that he gets his award. Tennis was the first outdoor spring sport to complete its championship season. And our winners, you'll see, excel in different ways. The girls' winner has competed for her high school as a singles player since she was a 7th grader. She is a Presbyterian College signee who closed out her career the perfect way, by winning the LHSAA's Division III singles title, which also clinched the title for her school. She was voted the All-Metro MVP and was a perfect 10-0 on the season. Please welcome the star of stars for girls tennis, University's Mary Ellen Longmire. Mary Ellen is under the weather tonight and unable to be with us, and this is her sister Lauren who is accepting on her behalf. Thanks for being with us tonight. The boys player we honored completed his career as a highly decorated doubles player who also was voted the All-Metro MVP. He teamed up with Charles DuBose to win Division I Region II and later a Division I state title. The duo finished the season a perfect 9-0. The star of stars for boys tennis, Christian St. Martin of Catholic High. Baton Rouge's excellence continued again this spring on the golf course. The girls player that we honor is a junior and a Tulane commitment who is no stranger to the event. She was voted the All-Metro MVP, had the league's top 9-hole average, 35.2 strokes. She truly excelled on the postseason by winning a regional tournament by 15 strokes, then went on to win the LHSAA's Division II tournament by 29 strokes. She carded a 2-day total of 144 and was the only girl to record 2 below par rounds at the state tournament. It's no secret that the star of stars for the 4th year in a row is Episcopal's Sophia Macias. Congratulations, 4-year winner, ladies and gentlemen. The boys player we honor was voted the Small Schools All-Metro MVP. He finished in a 3-way tie for first at the Metro tournament through 18 holes before a 1-hole playoff decided the winner. He then led his school to a 3rd-place finish at the LHSAA's Division III by placing 7th with a 2-day score of 148. The star of stars for boys golf, Elliot Oquan of Parkview Baptist. Track and field state championships and top performers are never in short supply in the greater Baton Rouge area. There were 23 records set during the 3-day LHSAA outdoor meet, and our girls honoree broke one of the most legendary records. Her winning long jump of 20 feet, 10 3/4 inches in Class 4A shattered a 33-year-old all-classes composite record. She then went on to win the 100 meters in 11:56 and the 200 in 24:13. Please welcome the star of stars for girls track and field from West Feliciana, Tristan Harris. The boys athlete, congratulations to you, Tristan, and the boys athlete we honor also is a track and field big-time winner. He led his team to the Division I indoor and Class 5A outdoor titles in 2024. This Tennessee signee won the 5A long jump with a leap 24 feet 8 3/4 inches. Came back later, he won the 110 hurdles in 13:78. Our star of stars in come on, man. Come here. Stand right here to me. Come here. That's your name, right?
Yes, that's my name.
Does that really say 13.78 seconds?
Should have been faster.
What? Faster?
Yeah, I was fatigued.
You were fatigued because you had jumped 24 8 3/4?
Yeah, I was chasing the state record.
You were chasing the state record?
Yeah, I chased out the one state record, let go of the other. And I didn't get neither one. So
I'm going to go sit in your seat and you can just take this job. Our star of stars in boys track and field for the second straight year, Broderick Davis of Scotlandville. Coach says, do you want to race? Congratulations, Broderick. Fantastic. The softball player we honor is an LSU signee who put together a record-setting season. She helped her team win a third straight LHSAA title, its second in Division I non-select. She played third base, batted .533, career-high 18 home runs, 42 RBIs, .692 on-base percentage, and was walked 47 times because they didn't want to pitch to her anymore. Let's welcome our star of stars for softball. It's Santa Ma's Alex Franklin. Coach just said, welcome to LSU. Congratulations, Alex. The baseball player we honor also is an LSU signee who put together a record-setting season of his own while helping his team to a Division I select championship and a #1 national ranking. He compiled a 10-0 record, set a single-season school record with 102 strikeouts in 62 2/3 innings, with an earned run average 0.44. Put your hands together as we have greatness in our midst. William Schmidt, the star of stars for baseball. Congratulations. Wow. What an incredible group of student athletes so far. We still have plenty more to come. Let's take a very quick break and hear some more from our sponsors.
100 years of serving Louisiana agriculture. 100 years of shaping policy and advocating for issues that impact Louisiana's farmers, ranchers, and rural communities. 100 years of sharing the stories of how food and fiber is
No problem. I'll say this announcement right here, and I'll give it to you.
growing the next generation of ag leaders. 100 years of serving as the unified voice for Louisiana agriculture.
I'm CJ Patton. I'm the general manager here at Jerry Lane Cadillac. I play football and I wrestle.
I'm Carla Diaz. I'm a sales consultant and I play soccer and I run track.
Hi, I'm Alicia Jones, and I'm a sales consultant, and I was a dancer.
Hi, I'm Marcia Wallace, business manager, and I was a cheerleader.
Hi, I'm Jackie Price. I'm a sales consultant, and I played basketball.
Hi, I'm Hayden. I'm the business development coordinator, and I play football.
I'm Samantha Wicker. I'm a sales manager and I play volleyball.
Our team at Jerry Lane Cadillac proudly supports all the teams recognized here tonight. Congratulations to all that were nominated and to all that compete each day.
When connection is needed most, Cox is there to help. When families depend on affordable internet, we support them. When students need the tools to succeed, we empower them. And when veterans need a company who serves them, they can count on Cox. Whenever and wherever it matters most, we'll be there.
And once again, thank you to our wonderful sponsors tonight. We've made a few adjustments on the stage, and it's a great honor to welcome once again Robin Fambro back to the stage, along the legendary head coach, national champion coach of your Fighting Tigers of LSU, Paul Maneri.
Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, yes. It's awesome to be surrounded by such phenomenal athletes, my goodness, and great coaches. Happy to be here around excellence.
Well, speaking of excellence and things that you know some things about, I'll get the most obvious question out of the way first. How do you feel about LSU going into the NCAA tournament this week? If you haven't already been asked that 10 times tonight.
Well, it's about time they're playing well, right? I knew we had the talent all along, and it just took a while to kind of see it come to reality. But they're playing their best baseball of the year right now, and it's postseason time. It didn't matter what we finished in conference. The only thing that matters now is that we win the games this weekend before we lose 2 games, so we move to the next level, and I think we'll do that.
Okay. Very good. Well, I've got some other questions for you. As a longtime college coach, this is a fair question because a lot of these athletes out here are being recruited or will be soon. What kind of qualities did you look for besides the athletic ability in your athletes you recruited?
Rob and I had very high standards for the athletes we recruited. Obviously, when you coach at LSU, you're looking for the premier athletes in the country. But I didn't always coach at LSU. I coached at a small school in Miami, St. Thomas University. I coached at the United States Air Force Academy. I coached at the University of Notre Dame, and then finally at LSU. But there was one commonality that I looked for all the time in those athletes, and I wanted to get quality people into our program. I wanted to have people that cared about getting an education. I wanted to have people that cared about their community, that would do things to help those that were less privileged than them. And also, I wanted to have athletes that had as a goal to become as good a player as they possibly could. And that meant a commitment and a dedication to the sport. And they had to demonstrate that. And that meant that every day when they came to the field, they were prepared mentally, physically to do their very best. I didn't know if any player was going to become an All-American. All I cared about is that they fulfilled their potential. And when I recruited, I looked for young people that had those qualities in them.
Okay, very good. And this is a fair one. We have a number of athletes in our audience, our honorees tonight, that they're moving on to the college level. And that's a period of adjustment, no matter how good you are, nine times out of 10. What advice would you give an athlete or athletes who are about ready to make that jump? Because it's not easy. You're no longer necessarily the best one on the team or on the field or wherever.
Well, that's true, and I don't need to repeat that, but it is a big adjustment for these stars of stars. They are the best players on their team. They're the best players maybe in the city, maybe even the state, maybe even in the country. But when you go to join a team sport, particularly in college, you have to remember that all your teammates were the best player on their team as well. They're the best player in the city or the best player in the state. And so your consistent success will not be as great as it was in high school. Alex, the softball player, hit .533. I doubt he's going to hit .533 in the SEC. And that's a big adjustment that they have to make when they get to the college level, is to learn how to deal with a little bit of short-term failure. Baseball players in high school might hit .450, or in Schmidt's case, you might strike out 2 or 2.5 batters an inning on average. Well, you're not going to do that typically in the SEC unless you are absolutely phenomenal. So learning to handle a little bit less consistent success without losing confidence in themselves is a very important aspect. But I think the other thing that I would give them advice, they've had phenomenal high school careers, and they should be very grateful for those careers that they've had. When you get to college, you can't live in the past. Don't be bragging about that you were a star of stars and that, here's my scrapbook so you can see what I did in high school, because everybody else is going to be a high quality athlete. Have some humbleness to yourself, but believe in yourself. Believe you can do great things. Just don't need to tell everybody about it. Unless, of course, you're Broderick, then he'll tell everybody about it.
Well, and actually, I'll borrow something from our speaker last year, Simone Augustus, who, as we all know, joined the LSU staff this week. I believe she called your self-confidence your superpower. Never underestimate your superpower. And I've noted you come from a baseball family, and success, this is a good story also, doesn't always come in a straight line, and it wasn't for you as a player. How did that shape you? I mean, you were at LSU, then JUCO, and then back at UNO.
Well, I had a very unique situation, Robin. My father was really the greatest junior college coach in history in Miami, so I grew up with the intention of, I would just pray that I someday could be good enough to play for him at the junior college in Miami-Dade Community College. But then LSU started to recruit me. I fell in love with LSU. It was a wonderful place. It still, has special meaning to me. I met my future wife there. But at that time, believe it or not, you all see LSU baseball now and the caliber that we play. But before Skip Bertman came here, the baseball coach, a wonderful man by the name of Jimmy Smith, but he was the equipment manager for the football team. And that was his prime job. So he was essentially a part-time baseball coach. And for me, I wanted to be challenged. I grew up in a very competitive baseball environment in my father's dugout, and I just didn't want to go through life wondering if I was ever going to be good enough to make it. I wanted to challenge myself. And I didn't feel like that was really happening for me at LSU because the coaching commitment was not there by the athletic department. Obviously, LSU is a much different situation now. It's ironic that eventually I came back from Notre Dame to LSU after turning down several other opportunities. But for me, I needed to find out how good I was as a coach. So it was ironic that at one point I left LSU to find out how good I was as a player. I came back to find out how good I was as a coach. And the other thing, my heartstrings were tugging on me, so I ended up going there. But, I don't recommend that you go to a college with the idea, well, if things don't work out, I'll transfer. Because part of the whole experience of being an athlete, whether it's at the high school level or the collegiate level, or eventually even at the professional level, there's no success that's guaranteed, and it's not going to be a smooth sail on glass like water, Robin, and I'm glad it's not, because life is not like that. And I've always been a firm believer that athletics, whether it be in high school, whether it be in college, is there for the gifted athlete, but also for them to learn life lessons. And sometimes those life lessons are learned through disappointments and short-term failures. How do you handle that short-term failure? It's not a matter whether you're going to get knocked down. The question is going to be, how do you react when you do get knocked down? And, the winners, they get back up and they come back fighting, and they don't lose confidence in themselves. They don't lose enthusiasm. They don't lose their love of their sport. And eventually they find a way to succeed. And success is a relative term. Success might be a state champion. It might be, a bench warmer, but a key reserve player. So, the key here, I think, is that everybody learn the lessons. And sometimes you got to stay at the school to get through those tough times instead of just running somewhere else because you think the grass is greener.
On the other side. Very good. A lot's changed in recent years. You kind of came in on the tail end of it, or some of us might think you escaped at the right time. With NIL, transfer portal, all of this stuff, the game has changed. Recruiting's changed. A lot has changed. And I'm one of those people who believe firmly that that hurts our high school athletes and their chances for getting recruited in a lot of cases. Give me just Do you agree with that or no?
Well, we could, I think a couple minutes is way too little time to discuss this, Robin, but I will say this, that I had always been a very loud opponent of the NCAA scholarship limits. Like, for example, in baseball, 11.7 scholarships for 35 players. I mean, you know, a great ball player that we would recruit would be drafted and be offered, you know, $500,000 or $1 million to sign with a pro team, and we're telling them, no, you're better off coming to college, but your family's got to spend 75% of the cost of school to send you here. It just was always ridiculous. So I was happy to see the opportunity for athletes to be able to make some money to at least get them to a full scholarship.
Right.
I'm not really in favor of them making enormous money at that age, because I do think that they can sometimes lose a little bit of perspective of what's really important. And you don't need to be a professional athlete at 18, 19, 20 years old. You need to learn the life lessons that athletics will allow you to learn. And then hopefully someday there will be some financial reward. Now, for the sports that don't have those financial rewards, you know, baseball does, football does, basketball does. Some sports don't. And their opportunity to make some money now, you know, who can blame them? I don't blame them one bit.
Okay. And before we go, just wanted to get any other words of advice you might have for our athletes being honored tonight.
Well, again, we're talking to the cream of the crop here today, you know, so, you know, I just am very appreciative to be here around such spectacular athletes in their respective sports. And I have such respect for them because, you know, we go to the events and we see, you know, I saw William Schmidt pitch a no-hitter against Zachary, and, you know, you see these kids running these great times or lifting this amount or doing all these spectacular things during the competition. But what went in to them being prepared to be able to do those great things? Right. And for me, that's what is so wonderful about athletics. You know, a ball field, a court, a gymnasium, a pool, whatever, a track, for me, that's a laboratory for gifted athletes, similar to like great chemistry students have laboratories or biology students, people that are going to go into medicine. These kids are gifted with the athleticism and the great health that they have. And I think it's wonderful that they pursue it so hard. It's just an awesome thing. But I have to give them one bit of advice. It doesn't last forever. Unless, of course, you're a golfer. Then you can play even when you're 67 like me, okay? Not very well, but you at least can play. But your athletic careers are not going to last forever. So I implore you to take your education at the collegiate level serious. You know, your education is your union card to having a lifetime of earning power. And you can learn an awful lot in the experiences that you're going to have. The other bit of advice I give them, and I told all my recruits this whenever I brought them to LSU, is be grateful for the opportunities that you have. Yes, you deserve them because you have this wonderful athletic ability that in all cases you had to work very hard to develop it to its fullest potential. But somebody had to give you an opportunity. Somebody had to work with you. You have to have had parents that supported you along the way. Nobody does anything alone, and including the athletes, okay? So be grateful for those opportunities. If you have the opportunity to play in college, be grateful for that opportunity. I used to tell the athletes that I recruited, pick your school because for selfish reasons. Pick the school for what you can do, what it can do for you to help you develop your talent to its fullest potential. But once you make that decision, put those reasons in a little box, tie a nice little ribbon around it, and stick it up on the shelf. Those reasons are never going to go away. But now when you walk through the doors to that new school, say to yourself, what can I do to make this school better? How can I be unselfish and help this school? And trust me when I tell you, if you take that attitude, you will have a much greater experience. You'll love your experience in college, much like you loved your high school experience. And the last thing I want to say is, even though you can't live in the past, be really appreciative of the opportunity that you had. If you haven't already told your high school coach thank you and how much you love that person, then you should do that. Because those coaches spend so much time away from their families And they do it for one reason and one reason only, and that's to help young athletes fulfill their potential and teach them life lessons along the way.
Thank you, Coach. That was outstanding.
Thank you. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Put that there. Yep, no worries. Bear with me one moment because we are going to have a do-over. But it's not because a mistake was made. Aha, here we are. I'm going to read the section, Coach, for this Star of Stars. And the reason is because when I was reading it before, his airplane from New York City was delayed by the weather getting in. But while you were speaking, he got here. So we're going to allow him the opportunity to come on stage and receive his award. So let me recognize, please, the boys gymnast that we honor, the top local area competitor at the LHSAA state meet. He won the level 4 all-around competition with the top all-around score of 60.2. He recorded the top mark on all 6 apparatuses, including the floor exercise, where he scored a 10-3. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, better late than never, the Star of Stars for boys gymnastics, Lucas Miller of Dutchtown. Congratulations. We're so glad you could make it. Well, once again, our thanks to Robin and to Coach Maneri for that wonderful Q&A session. Now it's time for some of our feature awards. And we will begin with the Girls Coach of the Year finalists. Coaches, when I call out your name, just please come join me on stage. Our first finalist for Girls Coach of the Year, Southern Lab basketball coach Kiana Cheney. Coach Cheney's Kittens won their second LHSAA Division IV Select title over the last 3 seasons. Her Class 1A Southern Lab squad finished with a 27-7 record that included winning the East Baton Rouge tournament and other notable wins, including one over the 4A powerhouse Lafayette Christian. Congratulations, Coach Q. Next, Woodlawn girls basketball coach Alicia Dito. Well, if you like Cinderella stories, Dito's Panthers are a great one. Woodlawn had never made it past the second rounds of the playoffs, but this year finished 25-10 and advanced to the LHSAA girls basketball tournament and upset top-seeded Huntington in the semifinals and were the Division I Select runners-up. Congratulations, Coach. Santa Maria softball coach Amy Petrie. LHSAA titles are nothing new for the Gators. Petrie's in her 9th season at Santa Maria, and the squad beat the odds and notable opponents to win a 3rd straight title, this one in Division I non-select. The Gators finished 25-10, and the title is the 4th for Petrie and the 9th overall for Santa Maria. Congratulations, Coach. And now, the Star of Stars for Girls Coach of the Year, Amy Petrie of Santa Maria. Coaches, please hang right there. Y'all can take a picture too. You guys can take pictures too. Congratulations, Coach Petrie. 4 titles for you, 9 for the Gators. Way to go. Two amazing coaches right there as well. Congratulations. Now it's time to greet the Boys Coach of the Year finalists. Catholic High Baseball, Coach Brad Bass. The Bears and Coach Bass had a great season, one for the ages. In fact, Catholic won the LHSAA's Division I Select title and is on pace currently to finish number 1 in the nation. The Bears lost to just one Louisiana opponent on the season, and they won their final 20 games to finish 38-2 overall. Congratulations. Our second finalist, Dutchtown powerlifting coach Wade Hooper. Hooper built the Griffins into a Louisiana powerhouse in just 4 years. Dutchtown won 4 individual titles and surprised multiple traditional powers by winning the LHSAA's Division I title, a rare feat for a Baton Rouge area school. Congratulations to you as well. And our third finalist is another LHSAA champion, Liberty basketball coach Brandon White. White's Patriots emerged as Baton Rouge top team early in the season by winning the EBR tournament. Liberty finished 26-3, won the Division I Select title and the first boys basketball title in school history. White also won the All-Metro and the LSWA Class 5A Coach of the Year honors. Congratulations. And now, the star of stars, Boys Coach of the Year is Liberty's Brandon White. Congratulations, Coach. Next up is the Team of the Year category. And we will begin with our girls' teams. When we call your team, please come to the front of the stage and you will be assisted where to stand. Our first finalist won its 6th consecutive title at the LHSAA cross-country meet in Natchitoches last fall. The squad won their Division III crown by posting the lowest girls' score of the day, 33 points, by placing 4 runners in the top 10. Welcome our first finalist for Girls Team of the Year, the Episcopal Girls Cross Country Team. Our second finalist won a 2nd consecutive LHSAA Division III title in the most dramatic way possible by beating a title match opponent 5-4 in a shootout. That victory completed an unbeaten season for this 27-0-1 team. Our second finalist for Girls Team of the Year, the Parkview Baptist Eagles Girls Soccer Team. Well, you've heard the story of our third finalist. This team advanced to the LHSAA girls basketball tournament for the first time in school history, where they were the Division I select runners-up. We welcome our third finalist, my alma mater, Woodlawn's girls basketball team. All of our teams will come up to the stage to take photographs with Coach Maneri, beginning with our winning team, and you'll be escorted up and told when it's your turn. Everybody set? Everybody ready for the big reveal? The Star of Stars, Girls Team of the Year is the Parkview Baptist Soccer Team. Congratulations, ladies. We will make sure your head coach gets a picture. Their head coach couldn't be with us tonight because he's currently getting his pilot's license in Brazil. Yeah. Coach says, some excuse. Once again, we'll have all of our teams come up for a picture. Congratulations. Thank you. You're welcome. Congratulations to all of our girls finalists and our winner. Now, it's time to bring up our boys Team of the Year finalists. And boys, the girls did a great job. You got to just follow. Our first finalist is on track to win the first national title in school history. This team finished 38-2, ended the season with a 20-game winning streak, and won the LHSAA Division I Select title. Catholic High Baseball, you're first up as Boys Team of the Year finalist. The second finalist used a very tough schedule, a veteran team, and determination to win its second straight LHSAA Division IV soccer title with a 13-8-3 record. Come on up, Episcopal Soccer as our second finalist. Our third finalist won the first boys basketball title in school history in Division I Select and finished 26-3. Liberty Basketball, it's your turn to join us. All right. And now, the Star of Stars Boys Team of the Year, Catholic High Baseball. There you go. Congratulations. Great job, guys. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. The Athlete of the Year categories will conclude our night, and we will begin with our Special Olympics winners. The Advocate added Special Olympics awards to its Star of Stars program in 2018, and we're proud to continue this tradition tonight. Two things make the following story unique. First, our winners attended the same school, St. Lillian Academy. And second, they are best friends. The female athlete we honor enjoys competing in swimming and track and at the Special Olympics events, and both have become an integral part of her life. While working to improve her skills, she has become a great teammate who cheers on all competitors. Let's take a look at this tremendous video.
Marilyn en Ella swim.
So we are Marilyn's parents, and Marilyn is a caring, enthusiastic, faith-filled, wonderful young woman who is dedicated to her family and her friends and her team.
Now she favorably talks about working out, going to the gym. She likes to go to the Y. She likes to go to swim. She talks about track. She tells me when her events are. We put them on my calendar. So I see her growing in that she has taken on more as a young teenager, more responsibility for herself, and she's so internally motivated for these things. I think it's becoming a huge part of who she is as a human being.
I hope that she does everything that she wants to do, that she always remembers that she is capable and incredible, and that she continues to give it her all.
That she continues being a great role model for other kids with special needs, not only to kids, but to parents who think that they have hope.
From day one, Mary Lynn was just special. She has a gift in bringing everyone together, and even when she's competing, she wants to win and she wants to do well, but she's happy for everyone else along the way, and just giving fist bumps to everyone. Up and down the pool, in the big meet of the year, she's just a bright light.
Congratulations, Mary Lynn. I am so happy and so proud of you. Continue to always give it your all, and I hope you enjoy every minute of this experience. Love you.
Good job, Mary Lynn. You deserve all of this. Thank you for your hard work.
Our Special Olympics Girls Athlete of the Year, Mary Lynn Crow. Congratulations, Mary Lynn. Our boys honoree loves the track and swim practices that prepare him for Special Olympics competitions. And he continues to improve his skills each year and also loves track. He now sets goals to achieve in each sport and is eager to try his hand at new ones. Let's take a look at our winner.
Pete has always been my Sweet Pete. That's his nickname. He has always been an extremely loving and kind person. He shows those feelings for his friends, for his teachers, for his parents, for his siblings, for his pets, for everyone in his life. He has a very kind and gentle soul. He's a special guy.
My name is Yab. I was swim, football, karate, and basketball.
One of the things that I admire most about Pete is his courage. He's never afraid. He does have challenges as far as his speaking ability, but he really tries hard to overcome those challenges.
My earliest memory is knowing we had meets and trying to get him to focus and get to the other end of the pool without coming up and smiling and waving at everyone as he went.
He was at a swim meet and he was part of a relay, so he was the second swimmer for the relay team. He swam a 5th lap of that relay. He was so excited and had so much enthusiasm that when the 4th swimmer hit the side, Pete dove in again and went for a 5th swim, and we could not get him to stop. He kept swimming.
I'm extremely proud of you for having a chance to win this award, and I'm very happy that everyone else will know what we already know, and that is that you are a beautiful, courageous, amazing kid. And I love you.
Pete is currently on family vacation in the happiest place on earth, and after watching this video earlier today, I could only think one thing, and that is how many times he's trying to go around the Magic Kingdom without stopping. He was very sad not to be able to join us here tonight, but he did send a very special request. And that request was to have his best friend to receive his award on his behalf. Let's welcome back up to the stage Mary Lynn as she will receive Pete's award. Congratulations. Thank you, Mary Lynn, and congratulations to Pete. Well, it all comes down to this: the Star of Stars Girls and Boys Athlete of the Year Awards. Let's meet our Girls Athlete of the Year finalists.
Layla is my daughter, my only daughter. She's just been a phenomenal child since the day she was born. I can see a lot of just activeness in her. She used to dance, and the second year dancing, when she was 6 years old, she told me, "I don't know why you have me dancing because I'm gonna play ball." So I knew right there, it was time for a change, and was able to get her on the t-ball field and play a little bitty ball, and she started picking up the track, and she started doing volleyball.
Watching her compete it just seems so easy watching her dominate. You watch her go from volleyball. But first coming in, you hear about her being like this superb athlete, and you watch her play volleyball. She stands out. Playing basketball, she stands out. Softball, she stands out. And just seeing it from someone, especially where I came from, it was amazing.
When she steps on the field, she was always made the team better. She was always one of the better players on the team. She could hit the ball as hard as could be, fast.
It means so much because, I've worked hard all my life since I was 4. I haven't had a ball out of my hands since then, whether it was a soccer ball or anything. To be nominated for, all of it instead of just one sport, I like it because, volleyball, I was district MVP this year. Basketball, I made all district. And this year I had all metro, all metro and all sports as well. So it's really nice.
Layla, I've been knowing you for a long time. Congrats on everything that you got and everything that you will get. Proud of you. I know all of the Brewer community is super proud, and can't wait to see what you do at the next level.
When she was young, she just ran, she just would run. And her godmother, she would try, she said, "That girl just runs all over the place. You can't catch her." And she'll do something to one of her cousins or something, and she'll just take off running, and they could never catch her. So we knew that once she was old enough, I had a cousin whose kids were on a summer track team. And I said, as soon as she gets old enough, I was going to make sure, I got her enrolled. And that's what we did. And she's been running ever since.
I noticed she hasn't been as hard on herself. She always, when she was younger, she always wanted to be first. I always find, I guess, the perfect scripture to quote and say, it's always, the Bible says, the race is not to the swift or the fast, but to the one that endureth to the end. So it's not always, I guess, the highlight of being first. Just finish. The fact that you finish, I'm always going to be proud. I always tell her as a father, I want you to finish everything you start. So to me, it doesn't matter whether you finish first or dead last. Finishing is what I'm always really concerned about.
Just getting bettering myself, just trying to see what my limits are and finding those limits and breaking those limits. And I just want to be legendary. So I feel like it's a place where I could really showcase my talents
Well, just from coach to Mercuria, I'm very proud. I'm thankful that you've allowed me to be a part of this journey. I didn't know how my emotions would feel at state, but I was actually excited and very happy for you. I think you set out to accomplish everything that you could in a high school career. Just remember, take those foundations that you've learned from me, grow, be prepared. That's the biggest thing that you can do in life is always have yourself prepared. So from coach and on behalf of the other Scholarville coaches, we thank you for the championships. We thank you for the records. We thank you for the smile. We just thank you for everything. Good luck at LSU.
When the lights are on, she's on. It's not, I've never seen, any competition that she's folded, we've gone. And I mean, from her freshman year till now, she's undefeated in state competitions as a long jumper.
I do track and field, and it means a lot to me. It's helped me get over some fears that I have, like big crowds and doing things like this, like talking to people. I'm not the best with that, but track has helped me overcome that.
We don't have to push her. We don't have to encourage her. She goes out there and she does what she has to do. So I hope she continues in that same vein and have fun, as well as be successful with it.
At my brother's house, when we were having a barbecue or some kind of get-together, and she was competing with family, her cousins, and as we were watching her run, then we knew that she had speed. So everybody in the family knew that she was gonna be famous.
Future, I look forward to making the U.S. team and going to Peru and competing at Worlds.
I see her going to the Olympics. I see her winning. I think she's gonna take it as far as she can. I think she's just gonna be great. I think she's gonna be awesome. I don't think nobody's gonna beat my baby. I just don't think that.
Tristan, I love you. I'm proud of you. Everything that you've done, everything you've accomplished, what you have in the future, the characteristics that you display, the determination, the fortitude, all of that stuff. I hope it takes you as far as you can go, and I wish all of your dreams come true. And I'll be there watching.
Our first finalist is indeed a triple threat. She is a William Carey softball signee who earned All-Metro honors in 3 sports, as you heard. She batted .514 with 8 home runs and 33 RBIs in softball, averaged 18.7 points and 7.3 rebounds in basketball, and had 232 kills and 159 digs in the season of volleyball. Our first finalist, Layla Clark of Bruley. Our second finalist is one of the most decorated track athletes in Baton Rouge history. She is an LSU signee who won 21 LHSAA indoor and outdoor titles. She is ranked nationally in 2 events, holds the state's top 2024 marks in the 100-meter hurdles in a time of 13.64 seconds and the 300 hurdles in 40.76. She also ran the anchor leg on the 4x4 relay, which shattered a 22-year-old state record. Mercuria Harris of Scotlandville is our second finalist. Before we introduce our third finalist, we'd like to share a picture with you on the video board. That is Layla Clark and Mercuria Harris as track teammates 11 years ago. How about that? Now, let's meet our third finalist. She too is an extraordinary track and field athlete. The junior established herself as one of the nation's top long jumpers indoors and ended her outdoor season by breaking a 33-year-old composite state Louisiana record with a leap of 20 feet, 10 3/4 inches. She won the Class 4A 100 meters in 11:56 and the 200 in 24:13, which was both the second best in the state meet this year. The third finalist from West Feliciana, Tristan Harris. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of you. And now, the star of stars, Girls Athlete of the Year for 2024 is Layla Clark of Bruley. Y'all take a picture next. Congratulations. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our Girls Athlete of the Year finalists and our winner. Now, let's meet the Boys Athlete of the Year award finalists with our videos.
What sets Abram apart is he just has that will to win. He just wants to compete. He's always, it's always a challenge for him. He's like, people can't. You're not going to score this game. He's putting in his head, I'm going to go get a goal for you. Hey, we're losing, and he just feels like we're never out of the game. He believes in himself, which is, I think that's tough for a lot of kids. He just has that confidence. He always knows that he's going to be able to, do something special. Anytime he touches the ball, he has an opportunity to change the game. And I think he goes in with that mentality.
So Abram came to us as a ninth grader, and I really didn't know a whole lot about him. I knew he wanted to play quarterback, so one would assume that he had maybe a background playing the position. Come to find out he didn't, but he never shared that with me. So his first game action as a ninth grader was in a JV game at Bruley, and right away he didn't really know the full, didn't have a full grasp of the offense and the system, but just the way that he was able to go out and compete and make plays right away, you knew he had something special in him. He had that desire to go compete and be the best, and as long as he had that drive, the rest was going to take care of itself.
Both my coaches are here. Both have had a huge impact in my life, and sports obviously. Coach LaFleur I started playing football in high school, so taught me everything I know about quarterbacking and getting to play. And then Coach Sharkap has made soccer so fun throughout high school, and really loved playing soccer every year and look forward to practice and games. So just both have made it so enjoyable to play throughout my high school.
Abram, tonight's a special night for you, very well deserving to be recognized amongst some of the best athletes in this area. It's a huge honor, and we're rooting for you, and we know that no matter what happens, as you move forward, you're going to do big things, and you're going to represent not only your family very, very well, but our school and our football program and our soccer program as an athlete at Parkview Baptist, and we are definitely a better program and school because of you.
I really think Brock's competitiveness sets him apart. He refuses to lose. I just think that knack for being able to make the big play. I think the moment never being too big. We saw it as a sophomore when he hit the grand slam in the state championship game and win it. And then in football, in the third quarter, he was able to create a big turnover that allows us to go on and win it. And then this year as a senior, you saw it from him in every game.
There was a huge growth in Brock this season.
with him being the competitor that he is and us losing last year in the quarterfinals, him, like a lot of his teammates, came back really motivated this year. And so just from an offensive standpoint, he took a much different approach to play at his best season as far as consistency and just really became a team leader as far as production and consistency.
I'm really proud of how the season is going for both football and baseball. Came a little bit short in football, but we excelled at baseball. So it feels amazing because you go to Sulphur and then there's a lot more Lusher fans than any other fans. So it's really a big deal that really lights you up when you see the love of the community.
Congratulations, Brock. You're definitely deserving of this. It's not a surprise that you're in this position, watching you as an athlete and a student for the last 4 years. You could see that success was going to be definitely a part of your future. Good luck to you at Nunez. We'll be there, watch you whenever we can when we don't have games. Pulling for you, hope to see you keep going forward with whatever it is you decide to do, and have the best luck going forward.
Of course, it's an honor. I know this isn't something that a lot of people get nominated for, so super blessed and happy to even be put up for it, even if I don't win. And it's just a showing of like how hard work pays off.
We won the state championship this year, and it was a really big team accomplishment. Everybody was playing for each other. There was not one person on the field playing for himself at any point in time. Everybody just wanted what was best for the team, and everybody was willing to sacrifice whatever it was that took that.
Last year, losing in the semifinals was tough and really stung then, but it helped us in the long run this year. To be able to win it was just even better. Yeah, last year was a heartbreaker, and this year we got to avenge ourselves. But being number one nationally is a thing that a lot of people they don't realize how hard it is to do, being the national championship. It was the number one goal, but even if we didn't win it, it was still about getting better each day, spending time. It's still a game, you're still supposed to have fun.
William on the team, he wasn't really a vocal guy as much, although he still, said some things to help us get going, but he led by example more than anything, and he was just a great senior leader.
I mean, he's throwing 98-mile-an-hour fastballs. Arguably the best breaking ball in the country for prep arms. I mean, he's one of a kind, one of the best players probably to ever come out of Louisiana in high school baseball history. So, I mean, it's just insane to watch him play. I mean, it's honestly at this point, I'm in the outfield, I'm just a fan of watching him pitch. I can even sit back there and relax because I know no one's gonna touch this guy when he's on the mound. So.
William, I want to tell you how thankful we are for everything you've done for our baseball program and our pitching staff specifically. We're all rooting for you no matter whatever the path forward is. I'm really excited for you.
Finalists, congratulations. And as your name's called, you can make your way onto the stage. Our first finalist is a Northwestern State football signee. He was a district MVP in football and in soccer. He passed for 2,128 yards and 29 touchdowns and was the 6-3A offensive MVP while leading his team to the Division III Select Quarterfinals. He earned All-Metro and the LHSSCA All-State Honors in soccer, 31 goals, 6 assists. Our first Boys Athlete of the Year finalist, Abram Johnston, Parkview Baptist. Fun fact about Abram, he becomes the first child of a past winner to be a finalist. His mother, Shelley Ripple Rogers, was the Girls Athlete of the Year in 1998. Congratulations to the both of you. Our second finalist was part of 2 LHSAA title teams. He's a 2-time All-State football player who made 89 tackles as a senior and helped his school win a Division II non-select title as a junior. The Nunez Community College baseball signee helped his team to a Division II non-select baseball title last month. He batted .467 with 54 runs scored, 32 stolen bases. Brock Luke of Lutcher is our second Boys Athlete of the Year finalist. And our third finalist is an LSU baseball signee. He's competed for USA Baseball age group teams and led his high school team, as you've heard, to a Division I select title and a #1 national ranking. He finished 10-0 on the mound and set a single-season school record with 102 strikeouts in 63 and 2/3 innings pitched, and he's projected as a first-round MLB draft pick this summer. Our third finalist athlete of the year, William Schmidt, Catholic High. And now, the Star of Stars, Boys Athlete of the Year for 2024, Catholic High's William Schmidt. Congratulations, William. Yeah, I'm getting the hint. Okay. Yep, there she is. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our Boys and Girls Athletes of the Year. Wow, what an incredible night it has been. Let us please give Coach Paul Maneri a huge thank you for all the handshakes, the photographs, Coach. Thank you so much. And for your awesome words tonight. One final time, we thank our event sponsors, because without them, this incredible evening would not have been possible. Thank you to each and every one of them who are on the screen. We have had an amazing evening. Did you enjoy yourselves tonight? How about some of the stories of these student athletes? They are incredible, incredible human beings and great ambassadors, not only for the capital region, but for the state of Louisiana as well. One more round of applause for all of our stars tonight. Thank you for celebrating these incredible athletes. Safe travels home tonight. And until we meet again for the 39th Annual Star of Stars Sports Awards, good night.
Parkview Girls Soccer. If y'all could go to the first row, we're about to play the video. Parkview Girls Soccer, front row.
Hello, everybody. This is Coach Rafi, all the way from Brazil. I just wanted to stop by and say congratulations to the Lady Eagles soccer for making it to the Star of Stars event. This is a special event for our girls that are not there just by luck, but they are there by hard work and determination. Everything, girls, you did over the season made me proud, made the Parkview community proud, and I would like to say that this team this year did something that no other team around the state, either boys or girls, has done. You guys were undefeated this season and playing against really tough teams. It made me so proud. I'm very proud of you, and I wish I was there to celebrate the Star of Story with you. I'm not there in person, but you know, I'm always with you in spirit. Go Eagles!